So I treated myself for Black Friday a little bit and I got myself a new camera. I'm recording right now on Sony ZV-E10, but back to the topic. Today we're going to talk about where to start when you want to lose your body fat. Number one, guys, strength training. Please, ladies, don't think you're gonna bulk up if you're lifting some weights. Don't think you're gonna go to a gym and do your arms one day and then come out, you know, all bulked up and everything. You will just get toned. You are building muscle. So please stop thinking that you will bulk up out of 1 or 2 strength trainings, and don't focus on doing cardio 5 times a week and then strength training one time a week. A study showed that 5 months of strength training was more beneficial in losing body fat than the same amount of aerobic exercises. So that's just due to, you know, the more muscle mass. The more muscle mass you have, you will burn more fat. So the more muscle you have, it boosts your metabolism. Your metabolism is going to become a little faster, and it's also, with faster metabolism, you're going to be able to burn more fat. So when it comes to strength training, we don't necessarily think about lifting heavy weights all the time. You can eventually when your form is correct and everything, but before that I would start with like resistant bands. So it's about having resistance against your muscle when you're working out, starting with push-ups or pull-ups where the gravity is your biggest resistance, and really focus on building muscle, because people get this confused. So whenever someone says I need to lose body weight, I need to lose this fat around my stomach area or whatever, they're focusing on diets. And what the diet does, I mean, most of the people, including me, when we were younger, this is what I did. I went into a complete calorie deficit, basically eating less amount of food than you need for maintenance. With eating less amount of food, your body has less energy, so your metabolism is gonna get a little slower. So you really have to be careful when dieting. Our biggest problem, or my friends and mine, was that we were dieting, and instead of losing the fat in our body, I was losing muscle because I didn't feed the body enough. That is the main thing that I've been seeing as a coach, that a lot of people are going into, you know, this mindset of I have to lose weight, so I need to eat less, which is not true. So don't think that, you know, eating less equals you losing weight, you losing body fat. You might see that you're losing weight, but that weight is from your muscle. And it happened to me when I first started taking the full body composition scans. I saw that I was losing like 1 pound, 2 pounds, 3 pounds of muscle, and I didn't know how. It was because I didn't feed my body enough. So your main thing to work on this whole winter and beginning of summer, just, you know, until June, July 2023, is feed your body enough food, give it enough fuel so it can start burning more. You know, it's hard for us to like really understand that, because we were taught since we were kids, especially women, to okay, you have to be skinny, you have to eat less. Oh my god, you have a little bit of fat, you have to eat less and less, and it's a constant cycle of this mental abuse of being skinny. And even that, you know, that toned beautiful shape that some women have, it's not achieved by not eating anything. Make sure, number one, resistant training. Make sure that you're working out in a gym. Make sure that you're lifting some weights. Those lines, that toned body comes from muscle, okay? The second one, make sure that you're eating. So when you go into the gym, your body needs energy. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to lift. That's just how it works. Your body needs fuel, and that fuel comes from food. And lastly, guys, don't be scared of, you know, bulking up. These people that you see on TV and having bodybuilding competitions and everything, they are doing a lot more than you are in the gym right now. A lot more than I am, a lot more than many of us do. So if you're just working out or exercising for, you know, feeling better, looking better, and not for competition, you will not bulk up. Number 2, going into protein, breaking down that a little bit. High protein diets are necessary. I'm sorry, like there is no low carb, keto, no fat, this and that, and nothing will help you as much as a high protein diet. Protein is the main building block of your muscle. So if you're not eating protein, you will not build muscle, you will lose the muscle, which means that you're going to stay, your fat is going to stay there. The more muscle you have, the more fat you're going to burn. There are many articles out there that are going to show you that the more protein you have in your diet, the less, hungry you're going to feel, because protein will make you fuller. It will reduce your appetite, and then, like I said, it's your main building block of your muscle. So there are many different theories of how much protein you should be eating in a day. So I would say, based on my research and everything, about 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. I would consider it as, maintenance level for someone who's going into the gym, who's still working out. It's still necessary to eat enough protein. For anyone who's going, for a body recomposition, I will focus on, more than 1 gram of protein per body weight a day. For example, for my body weight, I'm 148 pounds. I would be eating around 150 grams of protein a day. And when you are not eating enough, if you are eating once a day or twice a day, it's almost impossible to bring that protein in. And that's why, your body breaks down muscle. So technically you're not feeding it enough. That's why many people recommend, eating 3-4 times a day, because you are able to bring in that amount of protein. So for everyone who is doing a body recomposition like I am trying to do right now, I would suggest anywhere between 1.5 to maybe even 2 grams of protein per body weight. There were studies that showed that really high protein diets didn't change anything in healthy individuals. So it is considered to be safe. So before jumping into any type of different diets or anything, consider talking to your healthcare provider or nutritionist. One last thing that I wanted to mention, guys, don't be scared of food. Please, eat enough. Fuel your body. You will feel better, you will look better, trust me. This is this mindset that I had to get over with when I was a teenager, that I can't eat this and I can't eat that, salads and vegetables and everything. Don't mind me, vegetables and salads are really good, but you will not get far without protein. So long story short, don't be scared of food. Please eat. Please don't make my mistake and not eat because the society made you feel like you have to be skinny and, small and cute. And no, we are not small and cute. We are strong, powerful women. And if someone gets offended of that, you can't really please anyone. What, you're gonna be small and weak? If you are with a man that is small and weak, he might be offended of you going to the gym and, getting a little muscle, getting a little attraction on the outside. Don't be with that man if he's so butthurt for you bettering yourself. Alright, back to the topic. Next really important thing, number 3, I believe it's number 3. It is get enough sleep. Getting enough rest, getting enough sleep is really important for your muscles to recover. I mean, that is one thing that everyone been talking about, 6 to 8 hours of sleep a day. I understand that we are busy. I understand that we live in a society where everything is too fast and you want to meet ends and figure out our life and everything, but at least 6 hours. Have the right split. Have the right workout split when it comes to, working out every single day. You cannot work out the same muscle group back to back every day. So don't think that if you worked out your glutes and your quads every day that they're gonna grow faster and, in a week you're gonna have a booty. You won't. You will see more results out of a split than doing a full body workout every single day. Alright guys, so number 4. I feel like I'm talking a lot today, but that's just because I have to get these things off of my mind. And number 4 is don't be scared of healthy fats. So there was actually a study that I read about it a couple months ago, and I can't find it right now, the exact study that I was reading. It was talking about how as long as you have a high protein diet, larger amount of healthy fats or larger amount of carbs will not make any difference in you building muscle or losing fat. They were equally building muscle because of the amount of protein that they were taking in. Number 5, guys, sweets. Not necessarily everything, because yesterday and the day before, throughout this whole week of Thanksgiving, we've been eating sweets almost every single day. Avoid it as much as you can, but don't feel guilty about eating sweets throughout the holidays. I would say as long as you lay out your week and you were eating perfectly fine and you had an amazing diet 6 days out of 7 days, and the 7th day you ate like 3 pies, not whole pies but pieces. Don't eat 3 whole pies. But if you ate a little bit of sweets that 7th day, you're not falling apart. It's 80-20. As long as your 80% of the week is right and you're really working hard, the 20% will not affect the 80. But I'm not really necessarily talking about, pies and cakes, because we don't eat those every day. I'm talking about energy drinks. I'm talking about a Coke. I'm talking about all the drinks that have added sugars, all the food that have added sugars, like even protein bars. Protein bars have so much added sugar in them that it's crazy. And then you're wondering, why am I not losing fat? I'm even gaining more, but I'm eating protein bars every day. It's supposed to be healthy. No, it's not. I know it's hard. I know it's a lot to look at, nutrition value every single time that you're buying something. But whenever you get into this repetition, whenever you start, looking at more and more of different foods, you're gonna start remembering it. So by the time that it really didn't take me a long time. It took me about 2 to 3 weeks until I really figured out, okay, these are the foods that I'm normally eating. I know their nutrition value. I know how much calories, I know how much protein they have. And by talking about being overweight, we're getting to our number 6, which is don't look at your BMI. I don't want to necessarily say that it's not correct, but my BMI is 23. I have no problems. My weight is perfectly matching my height. Everything is good, right? And if I was only looking at my BMI, I would not know that I have a higher body fat percentage and I don't have enough muscle. But then I did my body composition, and my body composition broke it down that I have more fat and I don't have enough muscle. So I was under average with my muscle mass and over average with my fat, which kind of balanced it out for my weight, and I guess it created a average of perfectly balanced BMI. That's why I don't recommend looking at a BMI that much. If you have a chance to do your body composition, please go and do it. It is a little intimidating. It is a lot to take when you know that you have to, work on yourself, but it is an amazing tool to know where you're starting. Okay, so the BMI categories goes like this. If you're under 18.9, you're underweight. If you're in between 18.9 to 24.9, you're average or normal. Anywhere in between 25 to about 30 would be overweight, and anywhere 30 and up would be obese. For me personally, BMI didn't tell me everything, and I would have been okay, and I would have just sit back and then do everything what I was doing that was apparently not working, because I was dieting and I was losing weight, losing muscle, and gaining fat. So I recommend, if you can, do your body composition. Talk to a nutritionist, talk to your own personal trainer if you have them in your town, and figure out a plan how to build muscle that is going to burn more fat. Alright, we are almost done, guys. Number 7, LISS workouts compared to HIIT workouts. If you're doing HIIT workouts 3 to 4 times a week, please stop. That will not help you lose weight. HIIT workouts are great. They are really helpful for endurance, for burning calories, all that is fine. But HIIT workouts are mainly focused on burning carbs in your body. Your heart rate is elevated over 175, and that is really just burning carbs. LISS workouts are less intense. They are steady workouts, something like walking or cycling, and they are definitely for a longer amount of time. That is mainly focusing on burning fat. So if you are doing HIIT workouts 3 times a week, decrease that to once a week and start walking. I know it's time consuming, I know it might be boring, I know it will clear your mind too. It will help you with your mental state, it will help you with burning fat. It's healthy to get your heart rate elevated up there, and it's healthy for your cardiovascular system. So LISS workouts, and then you can incorporate HIIT workouts once a week. We are getting to number 8, which is supplements. There is no magical supplement out there that will make you lose weight faster or burn fat faster or gain muscle faster. That's why it's called a supplement. It should be a supplement to what you're already doing. So you should focus on your diet first and then supplement your diet with protein shakes. So it's not that you're gonna, 4 times a day drink a protein shake to meet the 150. It is that you're gonna have your diet laid out and you have planned out your meals and everything, and now you're just supplementing what you're already doing with a protein shake. And this is it for today, guys. I went over 8 really important things that I think that you should be doing right now if you want to get this summer 2023 body. Putting all this into a summary, I would say the main thing to focus on is definitely cleaning up your diet. Don't focus on anything else except meeting your protein values for the day, calculate it. Don't get overwhelmed with the amount of, fat and the amount of carbs that you're eating. They will all come down because of the strength training that you will put in. Strength training, LISS workouts, and also try to avoid trans fats, try to avoid sugars, supplement your diet with supplements like protein shakes or creatine or anything else that you find beneficial, and incorporate more walks, meditate more, be mentally free, be mentally good and stable, and get enough rest. And also like this video if you liked the content that we were talking about today, and I will see you guys in the next one.